And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Breida. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett sets to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He may try and run for this. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that's something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Oh, Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Dolphins nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jennings now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play fake. Here's Brissett. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Miami.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Brissett. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun, Breida trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by 10.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Go play action with Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Jennings now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And now nothing but green ahead of him. at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
To
Matt Breida,
touchdown,
78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make a next.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Kaepernick going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. 8-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Dolphins 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action now. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First down, Brissett. Open man, it's Preston Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But for Matt Breida, this is kind of an emotional game to be sure. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by these 49ers following the 2017 draft, and he had 3 good years for him. In fact, leading the Niners in rushing in 2018. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Brissett now on 2nd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Brissett. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 5.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Emmanuel Ogba brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Jordan Reed.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Kaepernick. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
33-yard line.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
And 11 at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Dolphins 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jennings now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second and 9, Brissett on the screen pass. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brought down at the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Kaepernick. A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the carry.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett, and throw right side complete to Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
A gain of
just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. Brissett to throw on 1st. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Mostert. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
I'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No gain on the... Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. Defenders.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A pitch out to Breida. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown. 49.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 42, Dolphins 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go counter with Breida, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Breida on the carry.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to let it fly. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,